You would think I would have learned my lesson by now, but no, I can't let it go. Holy mackerel. Welcome to Retired for Life. I'm your host, Brian. I retired a few years ago after 30 years in a factory job as a machinist in a millwright. I needed to rediscover what life could really be like. When we purchased this property, the house had stood empty for over a year, and the property had been badly ravaged by poor logging practices. Since my retirement, I've been working to renovate the home and restore the surrounding forest to its natural beauty and attract wildlife back to the property. Join me as I learn about nature and working with wood to create the backdrop for this new chapter of our lives. So no, I still haven't learned my lesson. So I did say I wasn't going to spend any money on this thing. As far as I'm concerned, it's not worth it. And I still pretty much feel that way. But, but I did go ahead and do a little bit of peeking around on Amazon and looked for a carburetor for this. And I was really surprised at the price. Now, this is going to be a cheap Chinese carburetor kind of thing, but for 26 bucks, if I can get this running again, I think we'll take a crack at it. But it's very hard to tell what this carburetor looks like because of all the stuff on it. So we're going to take everything off, take the carburetor out so I have it in my hand and I can actually look at it and decide from there whether the one on Amazon is the right carburetor. You'll see things on there that say, yes, it fits this, it fits that, and fits the other thing, when in actual fact it doesn't. So it's cheap. Let's give it a go. Get the carburetor out of here. It's very hard to see linkages and stuff under here. My fingers are numb. It's cold out here. I've just turned the heaters on, but that will take a little bit to warm up. Yeah, this doesn't surprise me a lot. What I'm seeing here doesn't really match up with what I was seeing on Amazon. So I've got to keep an eye for how this linkage goes together here. So that's just a push in sort of thing. I can't quite, look at how close that is. I can't get the carburetor to quite come off because of the handle there. I might actually be able to simply pry this up and over enough to get it out. And there we are. Okay. So there's the carburetor. It's out. Basically, I want to mark these lines. So what I'm going to do to help me remember is I'm going to put a tie wrap on the upper line. So I'll look back to this video for reference later on. Okay, so there we are. Tie wrap is on the upper line. Now, gotcha. Okay, let's make sure. Yep. Line is still there. So that was pretty easy. Nothing like what Mike had to go through from maintenance with Mike trying to take his teeny little chainsaw apart. He had some fun getting that apart. Of course, we're not taking this all the way apart. All right, we got all our bits and pieces. We've got our carburetor. I'm gonna wrap that up and take it inside. And let's see what we can find out on Amazon. All right, folks, we're back in the studio and I'm on Amazon looking up this carburetor. So I've looked for the Poulan 3314 and this is what I'm seeing. Yeah, that doesn't look anything like this carburetor, or at least a long way off. It's got an extra port on the top of it, kind of thing. But we'll continue to look here. There is the other carburetor I have found. Now, on one of the views, it actually gives the measurements, and the measurements do match up to this. But it does not say that it's for the Poulan 3314. The one I was looking at just doesn't appear to be it. It's definitely the wrong carburetor, the first one that says the 3314, because it doesn't look anything like this. Now this one matches up perfectly with what I'm seeing there. And it looks like it even comes with the little screwdriver to adjust these jets. So that's good. And as you can see, the price is pretty cheap. I mean, 25 bucks gets me the carburetor, the screwdriver, gas lines, the gas line filter for in the tank, the seals. Let's just get it. Okay, we're ordered. Should be here in 5 days. And then we'll see what happens. And if that doesn't work, I think it's all going in the scrap then. I'm just going to stop. I've already spent more money on it than I planned to. All right, we'll see you in a few days. All right, folks, it's only been a couple of days, but our carburetor has showed up. But we had a bit of a nasty night last night. We had some very high winds. We were without power for about 6 hours until, thank goodness for that Generlink switch that I've got underneath the meter. We've got a 10,000 watt generator out there. We start that up, plug the cable in, you're good to go. No trouble from there. Anyway, we've got that snow, so we're going to do a quick cleanup on that. We didn't get very much, but just enough to be a bit of a nuisance. So we'll do a quick cleanup on that, then come back and have a look. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Until we quit, until your parents find us out. But even see us parted and I'll meet you at the edge of town. Spending all this time with the sky. We learn that aliens exist, but no one will believe us. So we astroback the monoliths. Dancing in the silence, hearing music all the time. Feeling so happy, upset strangers, but I won't apologize. It's got a
All right, folks, let's have a look at what we've got here. So there is our original carburetor. And let's compare it to what we got from Amazon. As you guys saw, this is not matching number carburetor, but you look at these two carburetors, I would say we pretty much got it. So I'm going to review this video just to get a look at the linkages and stuff, and then we will install this and we'll see how it goes. All right, I think the next thing we're going to do is see if this thing will start with this carburetor in it. All right, guys, I'm going to try it right here in the shop to start out with. Let's see what happens. It's trying. The same bloody thing. Oh man. That is so frustrating. Holy mackerel. What am I doing with this thing? I hate that chainsaw. Well, fortunately, it was only about 26 bucks, but we're going to call that a fail. And that is now scrap. Well, it was worth a try. I mean, it started, but it acted exactly the same way. No difference whatsoever. I'm just checking to make sure I put the right carburetor in. And yeah, this is the old one. Yeah, this thing's done. I'm throwing it out. I fought with it long enough. Sarah tells me I'm a little crazy for how I hold on to things to try to get it to run. Well, yeah, I'm done. So that's going to be it for this little adventure with the Poulan chainsaw. Oh yeah, I just wanted to mention this. Here's something a little bit interesting. I've got some new equipment coming in. And we're going to try something a little bit different with the wildlife photography. We're going to see if we can get up close and personal and capture some photos and video. This should be interesting. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss out on that. So thanks for sticking around. I hope you found it entertaining. If you got any thoughts or suggestions about this thing, let me know. For now, remember to stay safe out there, be good to each other, and we will see you out on the trails the next time. And you're about to find a great big hammer with your name on it.